Ninth class, this is the second video of chapter number 10, gravitation. So in previous video we have discussed about Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, so there are Newton's three laws of motion which we have studied in chapter number 9, force and laws of motion, and now we have studied Newton's law of gravitation. What was that? F is equals to gm1 m2 by d square. Okay, so the next topic of this chapter is free fall. So what do we mean by free fall? There are two conditions for free fall. So first is initial velocity need to be 0, and second is only force of gravitation will act on object. Okay, no other force we need. Let us say a car starts from rest, so it is moving on a straight road. That means engine is applying force, so that is not considered in free fall. Free fall means when we drop any object from a height. If we drop any object from a particular height, okay, that is called free fall. So for that, initial velocity must be 0 and only force of gravitation will act on object, and we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. So that means that force of gravitation must be equal to mass and acceleration. So mass of object is a constant thing, so there must be an acceleration which is due to gravity. So we'll write it as acceleration is due to force of gravity only, and we name it as small g. Okay, so this is called free fall. Let us say you drop a ball from the roof of your house, then it is considered as free fall. Okay, acceleration is due to only acceleration due to gravity, and the value of small g for earth is 9.8 meter per second square. We might have used this value while solving numericals from chapter number 8 and 9 also, and we can take it as 10 also. Okay, it is given in question whether you have to take 9.8 or 10. If it is not given, you will go with 10. Okay, it will just make your calculations easy. So if I ask what were the three equations of motion, those equations were v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half of at square, and 2as is equal to v square minus u square. But for free fall, these equations will change to, first equation will become v is equal to gt because u is 0. Okay, second equation will become h is equal to half gt square because u is 0, so ut will be also 0, and third equation will become 2gh is equal to v square. Okay, so these are the three equations for free fall. You can say that time taken will be v by g, or time taken can be 2h by g under root, and velocity is under root of 2gh. Okay, so you can also derive these equations. So these are the equations for free fall. So how do we get the value of g? Okay, so for that we have a derivation. Let us say the force of gravitation is g, mass of object, mass of planet divided by radius of planet. Why we are taking radius of planet? Because we told you, we have discussed this thing that the distance must be measured from the center of the objects, and if we measure the distance from center of planet, and let us say you are having a ball, so if we talk about the radius of earth, that is around 6400 kilometer, and if we are dropping a ball, that is almost of 5 centimeter, maybe if you take football, that is of 10 or 12 centimeter, so that distance is negligible as compared to radius of earth. So we'll take the distance is as the radius of the planet. Okay, so this is the formula for force of gravitation when object is under free fall. Also we have studied that force is mass of object into acceleration. Okay, so if I compare these two formulas, we will get mass of object into acceleration is equals to g mass of object, mass of planet by radius of planet square. So I can see mass of object will be cancelled and we get acceleration is equals to g mass of planet by radius of planet square. So if someone asks on what factors the acceleration due to gravity depends, this acceleration will become g because we are talking about gravitation. Okay, so that value of g depends on mass of planet, that value of g depends on radius of planet. On what factors the value of g, small g, does not depend, that is mass of object, radius of object. Okay, so this is how we can find value of g. For earth, if you want to find value of small g for earth, you will use value of g as 6.7 into 10 raised to power minus 11. What was the mass for earth? Mass of earth is 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kilogram. And what is the radius of earth? That is 6400 kilometer, but we need to take meter because meter is the SI unit, so we will take 3 more zeros, square, and when you solve this you will get 9.81 meter per second square, or we can take it as 9.8 meter per second square, or to make our calculation easy we can take it as 10 meter per second square. Okay, so this is how we can find the value of small g. Okay, for earth its value is 9.8. if we change the planet, its value will also change. So let us solve some questions related to this. This is the data we have given, that mass of planet is 3 times mass of earth, where mass of earth is 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kilogram, and it is also given that radius of earth is 6.4 into 10 raised to power 6 meter. So we have a planet P whose mass is 3 times of earth and radius is 2 times of earth. We have to find value of small g on that planet. So we can go with the formula g, that was gm by r square. What we take as g? 6.7 into 10 is to power minus 11. What we take as mass? Mass is 3 times mass of earth, that is 3 into 6 into 10 is to power 24. What we take as r? R is 2 times, so 6.4 into 10 is to power 6 square. But if we use this method, we will get our answer after a very long calculation, and this question is of either 1 mark or 2 mark maximum. So for that we will use this formula. What is the value of gp? G mass of planet, radius of planet square, that is g 3 times mass of earth by 2 times radius of earth square. So what will we get? We get 3 outside, g mass of earth divided by what is the square of 2? 4 of radius of earth square. And we know this value is small g for earth, that is gm by r square, that is 9.8. So we can take it as 10, so we get 30 by 4 meter per second square. And if you want to solve this, we will get 7.5 meter per second square. If you solve this calculation, you will get the same answer. Okay, if you take it as 9.8, you might get a little bit different answer, but the range of answer will be same. So instead of using this method, we'll go for this method. Okay, this is quite easier. Okay, so try one question from your side. Let us say we have a planet whose mass is 4 times of mass of earth and whose radius is half of radius of earth. So we have to find gravitation for acceleration due to gravity on that planet. Take a pause for 2 minutes and find out your answer. Okay, let's start the calculation. The value of g will be capital G mass of planet by radius of planet square. So g will be same. Mass of planet is 4 times mass of earth and radius is half of radius of earth square. So we'll get g, 4 will be taken as outside, me, this will become 1 by 4 square. So this 4 will go upside, it will become 4 into 4, 16. 16 times g me by re square. And what is the value of this? This is 9.8 or 10. So 16 into 10. So the acceleration due to gravity will be 160 meter per second square. This is our answer. So this is how you can solve such type of questions. Okay, so in next video we will discuss about the last topic of the chapter, that is mass and weight. Okay.